Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a long video. We're gonna go ahead and get started right away with my October flip through, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my November pages with you. So this notebook is in fact September to October. I started this notebook mid-September, and if you'd like to see my BUJO pages, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram. It is paperjoyph, and you can also check out my blog 𝐌𝐢𝐧𝐢𝐬𝐭.wordpress.com. I'll link that down below, where I also post my pages with some explanations on why I did those pages and some hacks. So this is my editorial page that you've just seen, and it just has my thoughts on things, some lyrics of songs maybe, and collections. I'll link that down below as well. Going into my October pages, I have a plan with me with these pages as well, which I will link down below. I should really make a playlist for this, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. Towards the end, I started using some cute stickers that I had in my stash, and then we are to the end of the page with my index page, and that's it. So that notebook is retiring. We are going to start with a new notebook. Here are some of the tools that I am using for today. So this has no drawing, no stickers, no images that I have pre-printed to put in my pages. So none of that, just pens. Different kinds of pens, however. So here I'm just writing my name, and that this is a bullet journal for November. Mostly November, some bits of October as well, and maybe some bits of December if I have space for it. So I have a video on this, and it's gonna be linked down below. So the rest of my October towards the end, and we're gonna start with November. I just marked it with a page flag so I can flip to it for this video. In this first page, I'm going to make my cover page, and I'm just going to start by writing the month of November up at the top, and this is going to be the first of 7 different kinds of spreads that I am going to make today. I'm going to show you how to make them if you are interested in that. So for this cover page, I want to write stuff down in the middle of this page. I'm using both right and left pages just to mark it significantly, so that when I'm flipping through, I know that this is exactly where November starts. And I just made these little boxes, walls maybe? How do you call them? And then I would fill them out and make it as dark as possible, so they look like they will be bordering the page in a very minimalistic way, but at the same time it is very decorative. On the left side of the page, I will be writing my goals, and then I'm going to recreate the shapes that I made up top. But before I do that, I'm going to write the year down at the bottom. Now this is wrong, but I will be correcting that later. I'm sorry, I don't know why I wrote down 2021 instead of 2020. I must be very excited for the next year. Also, if you would like to recreate this page, you don't need the pens that I'm using. Just get a black marker. Even a ballpoint pen will do, although it's just very easy for me to use the tools that I have. And this brush pen is from Daiso, and the pen that I use to make the thinner lines is from Stabilo. So if the left side of the page had my goals, on my right side it is going to be my focus. So I put 2 different monthly important things on the same page, and this is the page done. So it's very simple, very minimalist. The reason that I wanted to make it simple and minimal is because I use a lot of scripts and lettering for the pages themselves, for the information I will be writing down. So I wanted the page to be more simple so that my handwriting would be even more emphasized. So here I'm just darkening up and thickening up the lines of the text of November in 2020, and I kind of fixed that already. So good job, me. Moving on to the next page that I am making. It is going to be the monthly overview, and this is going to be like a traditional monthly overview with a grid and the days laid out. So here I just started with writing the month on the side, and I think that's very useful because it's on the left page and it's gonna help me flip to it very quickly. So here I'm writing down the numbers or the dates separated by that cross. Now I kind of overshot the crosses, so I'm going to fill that out, making a shape, just making it darker so that it is looking better, looking cleaner. And I kind of didn't like the crosses that I made, so I will also be changing that into just boxes. So I'm just filling out the grid box that I have, and these are spaced out 3x4 little grid boxes. So on to the right side of the page, so I am going to use that as my monthly notes, monthly goals, as well as a column to write down anything important that's happening within the month that have no specific day. And this is my monthly view done. I know I made another mistake, so you know that this is for real. I'm not faking anything. This is gonna be my monthly pages. So here's another monthly page that I am making, and this is the third spread out of 7. So this one I saw on YouTube, I think, and I think this has been one of those old formats. It's nothing new, but that's what I meant, and I needed this because I wanted to see or to compare my school or uni schedule and my social media schedule. As I mentioned in my last video, I want to make sure that I'm scheduling everything correctly and leaving me, so I don't stress out. Speaking of being stressed out, one of the things that you can also do for stress is that you can track your habits. Building good habits is very important. And here I'm just making a very simple habit tracker for some of the things that I would like to track, like sleep and health and such like. So another simple grid, and this will be very clean and simple because it's going to have a lot of notes and a lot of dots and probably a lot of deco later. So the next page next spread is my favorites page, which I wrote down as memories. So movies, food, as well as books that I have read, and I wanted to mark when I read or seen them, etc. The one thing that I didn't include is music, because I usually make editorial pages for those. I cannot wait to make editorial pages for Mamamoo's newest single. I did pre-order their album, and if you are a Mumu or if you're interested in K-pop, you gotta see my unboxing. I will try to make it as an emotional as possible, but I don't think that's possible at all. So this is the favorites page done. Next we have the finance tracker, second to the last spread, I think. And finance is very important for me because I am a student and I don't think I can work for very long apart from, little part-time things here or there. I am under a scholarship and I have restrictions on my student visa. So I have to be very good with my finances. And actually YouTube is helping a lot. So thank you so much for all your help. And I really love you guys, each and every one of you who's continued to support me. So here is another simple finance page, and the color highlight is just for paydays. And I think this is the last one, and this is my YouTube page. As I mentioned, I really appreciate each and every one of you, and you guys motivate me to be very good with my YouTube. So I wanted to make sure that I am doing everything I can to grow this channel and to give you more of my Plan With Me and stationery adventure / journey. I really like sharing that with you, and it really is something that I really enjoy doing. So here I have some video ideas up top, and at the bottom of the page I have a little schedule tracker, but the main tracker will be in my school uni / social media tracker. I think that's the third page that I made, or spread. So the highlight is going to be for Saturdays, because Saturday videos are my main videos. So here's a little recap. This is the November cover. We also have the monthly catch-all, which has all the things. And then I have my schedule tracker for school, uni, and my habit tracker, my favorites and finance, and lastly my YouTube schedule. So this is a very long video, one of the longer videos that I have posted, but I hope you enjoyed and got something from it, and I'll see you in my next video.